Oh, really? Oh, sure. What a pose! Morning.
Hello.
What did we just get?
We got two.
All zoomed in. I was wondering why I was so close to your face.
We got two coffees. This came to 270 dinar. It's 11 o'clock. We're in Tunis, in Tunisia. We had a massive amount of sleep. We slept for 12 hours. But today we're going to take a walk around the city, see what it's about. We're going to try to get to the Medina, which is like a old historical part of the city. All the cafes are full of people.
We were hoping to catch a seat, but they are chock-a-block.
All full, so I think we're going to take a walk across to this little park here and have a seat and drink our coffee. It's a really chilled vibe so far. Everybody's really friendly and just relaxed. You know? Let's go and see what Tunis is all about.
First cup of coffee in Tunisia? Goodie.
It's actually not the normal. Everybody's drinking like espresso.
Espresso.
Everybody's drinking espresso, and we got like a
direct. I don't know what that means, but that's just what he offered us.
It's pretty much a cappuccino.
I think it's a cappuccino.
We're gonna have to try an espresso sometime. Maybe today. Okay, so here in Tunisia, they use what's called the Tunisian dinar. And something pretty interesting about it is that it's not broken. One dinar is not made up of like 100 cents. One dinar is made up of 1,000 millimè. I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not too sure. So like, here is a 2 dinar coin. It's pretty cool. It looks like it's got some sort of an amphitheater, a stadium on it. And then like, here's a 1 dinar coin. And then when you break it down further from there, here's a 200 millimè. I don't know how to pronounce it. Like here's a 100.
There's so much background noise. They just sort of...
Yeah, we kind of have
That's
to...
awesome. Like I was saying to Marek, a big difference is that they're just shouting out like deals and stuff, but it's not like they hassle individual people to come and buy stuff from their stores.
Usually when you're walking around as a tourist in a place, people like target you, you know? They target you
we haven't
to come and buy things,
all.
and we just kind of feel like we're slotting into the culture.
And literally like this morning, such a sweet old man is like waving at us and especially making an effort to greet us. And like I was almost on the defensive, like, oh, is he gonna ask for something? And it wasn't even that like a case that he just wanted to be friendly and say hi. It was so sweet.
We have to remind ourselves that we're still in Africa.
Yeah, it's weird. It doesn't feel like
we're in Africa. We haven't left the continent. It's strange.
Manger les Lablebi.
Ah, Lablebi.
What's Lablebi?
We're told that's something we have to try.
Ah, shall we try? Yeah.
Lablebi is one of those Tunisian street foods that you have to try at least once in your life. To start things off, you get given a bowl and where you're supposed to break half a baguette into it. I know, it's a bit of a first for us as well.
How much do you want?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Once you've broken your baguette into the bowl, the lady takes it to her massive pot where she takes a couple of ladlefuls of like a chickpea broth soup type thing, to which she adds, and here's the kicker.
Tu manges ici?
Yeah.
Oh boy, Marek, is it hot?
Harissa sauce. This is an incredibly spicy sauce that we're still learning how to eat. To that, she adds a mixture of garlic, cumin, a soft-boiled egg, and finally, a tot of olive oil.
That's a chili, Marek. That's a chili.
Is it a whole chili?
Oh, wow. Thank you. I'm scared, Marek.
That's going to be so hot.
Going there and the whole chili.
After this, she hands the bowl back to you where you're supposed to mix everything very well. And finally, the last ingredient added is this little sprinkling of olives.
Okay, we go inside.
Entrez.
Yeah. Shukran.
Finally, it's time to eat.
We've got some serious spice coming our way.
So Tunisia is known for having one of the spiciest cuisines in Africa.
Well, you saw what she answered when I asked.
When I asked her if it was hot, she was like,
I'm nervous. Okay, you ready? Cheers. That is a good way to start the day.
it's actually really nice. It is
I don't
spicy.
usually like olives, but this is like a nice, gentle flavored olive that she put in there. It's good. It's good. Are you okay with the spice? I feel like I'm surviving.
It's spicy, but I'm not dying.
I feel like the more I eat, it's that kind of spice. It's just gonna build and build and build. So like the last bite I took was like still feeling it a bit. Just for some history or some general knowledge, not Marek and I, we don't do spice well. We've never done spice well. So it's going to be an interesting few weeks here in Tunisia with their very spicy food. Okay. Tunisia. It is. No, Marek.
I'm
are you
already
doing?
sniffing.
What are you? Oh. I'm just realizing this is a street that's no longer a street.
Yeah.
It's like a road, but it's been taken over.
Oh, sure, going there.
That's not official.
It smells like cheeses. Wowza.
I wonder if they sell them in smaller. Merci.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah. This is actually not the Medina that we're aiming towards, but it's still pretty amazing. It just seems like the city is made up of little markets everywhere.
There's watermelons as well. They're just hanging in
So
these nuts.
the only downside is there's a little bit of a compost heap smell almost, because people literally, I don't know what you would call it, but like, you know, prepare their foods or whatnot, the vegetables, and then whatever's discarded is just around
Just left on the floor.
on the
pretty
floor.
much.
So there is a bit of a smell.
We've been wondering since yesterday, since we arrived actually, like where are the supermarkets and stuff? And we asked the guy at our accommodation, like, where's the supermarkets? He's like, no, it's everywhere. And up until now, we haven't found one supermarket yet, but we just realized that the place that we're just in now, that market there, that is the supermarket. You can find everything. Everything that you need, you can find in there. It's pretty cool. It's all fresh produce as well. So
You then find all the other things you wouldn't find in that market, like non-fresh produce, in little convenience stores that are like dotted around everywhere. So like your washing powder or feminine products or toothpaste or like stuff like that. They just gave us one of these for free.
Yeah,
So
I know what it
nice.
is.
I don't know what it is. It looks sweet and like sugary. I still don't know what it is.
it tastes like a toasted sandwich that's got strawberry jam in the middle. Or fig jam.
But it's like got a hard exterior, but like not hard. Just as you bite it, it crumbles and it's very mushy inside. But I don't know what this is. It's pink,
It's like
but
dates or figs or...
maybe figs. Maybe figs. I'll tell you what it is though. Delicious.
Hi, madame.
Shukran. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Shukran. Merci.
Ça s'appelle
Pas trop, dates.
Dates, c'est ça.
Pas trop.
Aux amandes et noisettes. هاي صاحب الجيم انا
Bye bye.
Just got given so much stuff.
What was that other one you tried?
Yeah, I already forgot the name of it. Sissima, I don't know, something like that, but I've got another one of
Ooh,
these
yum.
ones.
Same one. I also got one like that.
Same one, yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like we're just being transported somewhere completely different. I mean, just a few meters up that way, we're going through like the bustling markets, and now it feels like honestly feels like we've been transported to Greece.
If I had to try and describe Tunis in a few words, I would say vibrant, diverse, bustling, and unfortunately quite dirty. And maybe also a bit run down. But it's cool to see that in some areas there's a lot of renovation going on and some work being done to rebuild and just restore.
So one of the things that you have to try here, I think it's in most of northern Africa as well, is the mint tea. It's really hot, like really hot, but it smells pretty good. It's got a lot of lemon in, it's got mint leaves, and there's the tea as well. That's really good. Oh my word. It doesn't need sugar, it's really sweet by itself, so I'm not too sure if they've put in sugar already. Very strong with the minty flavor. The lemon flavor is kind of like an undertone, and then the tea itself is really strong. Your turn.
Oh, it smells very minty. So tea has like a flavor, normal tea has a flavor that hits you on the back of your tongue. And the mint kind of just adds to that, like it adds a minty punch to that. I really like that. I could drink a whole lot more of that.
Got a nice setting as well. We're just here on the street.
This place is bustling. We haven't come across any areas where we're just alone and the only people walking around. It's just people everywhere, going about their daily life. He was flying. So, I want to take a moment to just talk about what I'm wearing and why I'm wearing it. Fashion show. So, basically, I did a little bit of research and reading up about what is appropriate to wear here, and most of the articles I read actually said that it's quite relaxed and people don't get offended even if you don't dress that modestly. But I just feel more comfortable being more on the modest side because I don't want to offend anyone, and I also don't want to draw even more attention to us than we already have with having the camera out, being tourists. We already feel all the eyes.
And I mean, I'm the only person wearing short pants.
Yeah, we haven't seen one other person since arriving here, and we've walked around a lot now. We haven't seen anyone else wearing shorts, men or women. So maybe it's because it's winter, which is another thing. It's super duper warm today, which, I mean, we were expecting it to be cold. It's like 26 degrees and very comfortable, but I don't know, maybe there's colder days to come. Very close. So this, what we're walking along now, is the main avenue in Tunis.
Also stands to be connected.
Corrected.
But this structure right here used to be like the old entrance to the old town. We're not filming too close to it because there's a heavy police presence right in the tunnel itself. So that's where we're supposed to go in earlier to get to the Medina.
That thing.
This thing.
So that's the start of the Medina.
Yeah, I stand to be corrected, but I think so.
Yeah. We were literally, I don't know if we already mentioned that, we were walking through the Medina all morning. I think we might have already mentioned that.
We spent, our main intention today was to find the Medina or the souk.
And while we were looking for it, we were walking through it
We were walking through it most of the time that we've been out today.
Made it.
It's kind of like playing chicken, crossing the road, yeah? You're having standoff with cars the whole time, you just need to keep walking.
I was literally just saying to Marek, the roads are like cars and people intertwined. It's just like, and somehow it just works. But it's quite scary. Confidence is key, confidence is key, confidence is key. Woo!
So our first impressions of Tunis.
I think that I mentioned how bustling it is, but yet somehow it's so relaxed. So I've really enjoyed walking around today. The biggest downside for me is the dirt and like rubbish everywhere. But other than that, the people have been really nice and really interested in interacting with us. And even though there's been a huge struggle with the language barrier, we tried to learn some French and quickly like pick up some French before coming here. But I mean,
the thing with that is that they speak French, but it's mixed with Tunisian at the same time.
There's so many languages here, there's so many cultures, it's so diverse, and you can feel that. And so in some ways it feels very comfortable for us because in South Africa it's very diverse as well. Lots of cultures, lots of languages. So
I think for me the best way to describe my first experience of Tunis is that Tunis is Tunis. You know, the city knows who it is. It's not trying to be anybody different, it's not trying to be a different culture, it's not trying to come from a different country. Tunis is Tunis, and it's pretty settling. And it seems like everybody is like settled as well. They're not trying to be somebody that they're not. And I quite like that. They're very true to who they are. And it's safe as well. I think the biggest thing is that it's safe. And I know our parents will like that as well.
I haven't felt like scared or in danger or anything like that. I haven't felt the need to like quickly watch my bag or anything like that.
That's about it, huh?
Yeah. Last thing, I'll leave a link to our accommodation in the description because I quite like this area. We've walked on foot all day and we've managed to see a lot. We're so close to where the market starts, the Medina starts, which we didn't realize this morning, but we are super close to it. I just think it's a cool area to base yourself in to experience Tunis. So I'll put a link in the description, but also there are lots of hotels around here. Okay, thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you in the next one.